thank you for stopping by. This is particularly made for voidofall. This is just my third attempt at making this sort of thing because I had no idea what I'm doing and my microphone failed. But thankfully, got everything working. Huzzah! So you just want to do like a quick critique on Void of All's page itself. I'm gonna be focusing more on what they can do to grow with their existing work. I'm gonna stop saying they because it's a she. I feel like feels bad. How she can improve her distribution, aka her popularity, using what she has so far. All right, that's better. All right, so one quick thing, like one of the amazing things about Woodwall is that she has a nice library of content, and real quickly, come on, thank you, computer. She has like a really cool range where it goes from these Cthulhu-esque creatures to some Teen Titans fan art to just some, art trades or some things that just seem cool. Which can be a good thing, but right now the world is made by specialists, not generalists, which kind of sucks because art can get boring. Either way, one of the first critiques now is gonna be like you're gonna have to specialize. There's no ways around it. One of the big things is that as soon as you begin to specialize and you find your niche, that's when you start growing. Because it becomes easier to find you, becomes easier to remember you from the fanboy's perspective. Because if you think about it, you're not, for example, let's say I want to look at some Raven art. I'm probably going to find the person who focuses on nothing but Raven art more. Well, yeah, you're just going to find them more because they have more work in that specific niche and they're going to collect more of the traffic. Which is, again, that's just the curse. You're gonna have to specialize just so it's easier for you. Another example I had on the previous video before I realized it failed was going to the grocery store to buy fruit. If you go there to buy fruit, you're gonna be overwhelmed and it's gonna take you forever to find the right fruit. But if you go to the grocery store just to buy apples, you can go in and get out in less than 5 milliseconds. Because you're gonna know where to look for the apples, and you're gonna know that you're gonna be looking for that apple as a fruit. It takes less mental space, and it's just easier to find. But this is more from the fan's perspective. Another thing I did want to quickly mention, if I can, internet, don't be so slow on me today. No, the stats. More activity. Okay. Earlier when I was looking through your art, I noticed that you post art almost every 2 weeks, which is good but not great. You want to get as close to daily or weekly as possible. Again, this is more from if you want to grow. This is that perspective. Because the more artwork you put in more consistently, the easier it is for people to find you. The easier that it is for people to find you, the easier it is for them to come back. The more they come back, the faster you grow. Cool, I got that out of the way. Now, another thing I did want to mention too is these over here. These are groups. When it comes to groups, the rule of thumb is you want to share your art with at least 40. Why 40 is because that increases your chances of getting your image into the What's Hot page, which is one of the big landing pages on Deviantart. The What's Hot it's close to getting, it's the second close to getting featured. So let's go to What's Hot. So these are the artworks that get featured. There's been a few theories we've been going. Some of us keep saying getting here is based on the faves. Others are saying it's based on the page views. But we're going more on the page views side. Within a 24-hour time period, you want to get a certain number of page views to land here. One of the reasons I say this is because there is no consistent number of faves to get here. But from what we've seen, there is a consistent number of page views to get here. So you want to get as many views onto your image as possible to get into the what's hot page. So for example, this image got 42,000 views. What the hell, Super Shaggy? When did you become so popular? All right. Another thing I want to discuss real quick is Google Trends. It took me forever. So one quick way, if you go to Google, type in Google Trends, you'll find this. It should be the first link. The way Google Trends is that it indexes all the search results that people have made. So you could learn how to make more topical art based on that. So it'll tell you like where it's being searched, uh, what other things are people searching along with it. So related topics would be Attack on Titan film. So if people like Teen Titans, they also like Attack on Titan for some reason. It makes sense because they both have Titans. I just realized it now, but either way. It helps you break down the topics. It also shows you where it's popular. If you know where it's popular, what you could do is... I just got a text. Hold on. So when it's popular, one thing you could do is you could cater your upload for that region. One of the things is when it comes to different regions, they have different times for when they eat lunch, dinner, and wake up. And those are the 3 hottest zones for you to upload your art. Because most likely they're going to bump into your art just based on them searching for it. And one cool thing about Deviantart is that it uses Google to index themselves. So Deviantart uses older Google software to index the images. So as soon as Google finds a way to index your page, it's gonna pop up. It's gonna make your image pop up in Google Images. So for example, if somebody were to look for, I'm gonna say, voidofall Raven. Voidofall and then Raven. I can't type today. It's gonna put your images as part of the search results for Google Images, which is really handy. But let's say if you just look Google Raven, I just gotta think of the bird. What the hell? Okay, now that that's done and out of the way with, I keep losing track of things. There's so many things to talk about. I have to start working on a note system for the next page review. All right, so another thing I want to talk to you about is collections. You see these people that organize your images in nice, awesome collections. Talk to them. Build relationships with them, because these are the people that help the website make your picture your images more seen. The way it works is that, let me see. So for example, you see this group called My Princess is gonna add that as a tag to your image, and because it's part of this collection, it's gonna, anybody who is affiliated with this person, be it directly or indirectly, it's gonna have a higher chance of seeing it based on other inquiries. It's hard to explain, but the best way I could describe it would be, because other people have similar taste, they're more likely to find it. And because they have more similar taste, the website's going to think, oh, because person Y liked this image, person C might like this image, I'm going to try associating this image with person C. And that helps you as an artist get more attention. So if you can, try to build relationships with these people. It's very hard because sometimes you would have to make a note, or you could just go and figure out what are they into. This person likes Teen Titan a lot, so you could probably start there. Yeah, this person really loves his Teen Titans and My Little Pony. So, you know, you could start there. And they're a big fan of Raven. Okay. So, yeah. You could probably note them and just ask them questions, see what they would like. And because they help organize, you know, get associated with them. Wow, this person is really popular. All right, now that that's out of the way, another thing I did want to mention is these guys, which are groups. Groups have a very interesting function, and I would normally recommend sharing them in 40 or more groups. While sharing one particular image with 40 or more groups, it's gonna accumulate over time, but one of the reasons I say that is so you can collect as many faves and views as possible. One thing about groups is that a lot of the active admins are going to fave your work, and through them, you increases your chances of your image going into the top page, which is, you know, one of the key landing pages on the website. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I'm kind of losing track with jumping between so many topics. All right. Now, outside of that, I just want to kind of quickly tackle the Teesprings in the description. There's nothing wrong with selling your merch, but when it comes to selling, that's a completely different beast unto itself. So I would recommend you start off by reading the book Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk, which explains how to sell within the digital medium and selling it successfully. I know in the book, one of the things you want to do is establish a relationship with people. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to start with why. Like, why should I buy this shirt? You might say, oh, because it has a cool image of Raven. Yeah, but there are many shirts with a cool image of Raven. Why should I buy this specific Raven shirt? Would be the main question you would have to answer in the description. But other than that, in terms of growth, the key things is just share your work with more groups and upload more consistently. Instead of every 2 weeks, try to aim for every week if possible. I know life is busy, but yeah, I know it's busy, but you want to try to grow as well. And other than that, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you find it helpful. If you have any questions, just feel free to send me a note, and I'll try to help you the best way I can. And other than that, I hope you have a nice night and enjoy it.